How does failure come into play in venture capital? If you look back at the history of venture capital, more than half the companies that have raised venture capital end up losing all the money that they've raised. And a good majority of companies, and I don't know the right number, maybe it's 2/3 of the companies that have raised venture, end up either giving their money back or losing money. So very few companies, a minority of the companies that the venture world invests in really makes money. And all of us are looking for those companies. Obviously, every time we invest, we are going into the investment thinking that this will be one out of those 3 companies that's going to make money. But like I said, you could have markets be too early, too late. You could have interpersonal issues. You could have issues within the technology you're developing not being able to get there in the form you thought it's going to get there. So there's lots of operational risk, market risks, timing risks that play into a company not succeeding. That's just part of this business. What has become interesting, at least for me who's been in the business now for more than a decade, is in the last few years there's been a concept of quick experimentation, fast failure. I'm not sure I like that. I think there is a place for that, and especially around consumer apps where you can fail fast. But I do think that for something of real value, you can't give up too quick. So you have to keep iterating and keep working hard at it and keep experimenting till you find what succeeds. So failure is a necessity of this business, without which there would not be innovation. You have to take risks to be innovative. But to fail too quickly and to give up too quickly is not necessarily in the best interest of anyone either. Because many companies, at least in our portfolio, I'd say a good majority of companies, have failed at the first 1 or 2 times they brought the product to market and had to innovate and gone through a bump or been close to disaster before they've seen signs of success, and sometimes made us a lot of money. So as a firm, as an individual, our philosophy is to make sure that we learn from the failures, keep innovating, and keep at it till we see no future. So failing fast is good for a certain type of company, not necessarily good for our firm. But one thing that's really, I think, for people to understand is that here at Clearstone, we're not about fast failure. We learn from our failures, we keep innovating, keep iterating, and till there is absolutely no hope, we support the companies that we are part of.